is Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen. And we went through up to map 3 in the last part, so we're going to go into map 4 and see what's new here. I hate it when it doesn't do that. Okay, so that's nothing new. Nothing new. Okay. Okay, so I just want to see something. I'm pretty freaking sure, right? I think we already did this, but I just... Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, the pink things are the same each one. We figured that out, but I just needed to refresh my memory. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's right, but I need to double check. So anyway, let's tell. I'm sad when I see everyone fighting. I fucking love the rabbit ones because they're so easy. We already looked at that one, right? Yes. I'm pretty sure. I lose my mind. Okay. Then we had this one, which is Hugh, not young man. Preference of the opposite sex. He's like, maybe I prefer the same. Like, well, Levi, preferences of the opposite sex. I like the same sex. I mean, nothing. I like Spacey. I don't care what Spacey is. That's not what I asked you. I don't care. I like Spacey. Anyway. I've seen many kinds of heroines before, but my favorite. I find tragic heroines and comedic heroines to both be attractive. We're a little bit of both because we're kind of sassy and funny, and this is tragic. So I'm saying, I should pick out a Juliet from one of the extras. An extra that is a Juliet just for me. Are you calling me an extra? I'm an extra. I'm not, because I'm not real Spacey. Wait, yeah, just the antique shop. Okay, father and... Okay, so that's new. There's no other pink ones that are new. Aha, yes there is. Talking to myself. I don't know who the hell... Yeah, anyway. I don't think I'd call it a hobby, but I often cook. I'm pretty good at cooking on the cheap. When it comes out nicely, I feel like I gain something from it. Stir-fried tree roots aren't something I'd cook for guests, though. It's something I feed the overlord here since he never works. Stir-fried tree roots. Poor Ashen Hawk. I think we've only gotten like 3, right? I think we're gonna have just enough. Yeah, we're gonna have just enough. Probably when we go through all the stories and all the chapters. I was like, how do I go back? What the hell? Why is it not working? Push all the buttons, but the right one. No, it was this. No, it was this one. Aha, Father and Rings. So we couldn't read that because, you know. Sorry, sneeze. Maybe I should change the way I do things. Since I wasn't getting an information on the Clydo V at all, I came to the manor while thinking about different approaches. Should I talk to Francisca one more time? Or maybe I should think about something completely different. What are you doing here? Mother is out for today. Oh, Levon, I'm not here to see Francisca in particular. Then who are you looking for? Levi and I have to go on patrol soon, so if you need to talk, make it quick. Right. I ran into Levon before organizing my thoughts together. I thought about what I should say. It's not a big rush, so it's fine. I'll come again later. I was about to turn around to leave, but he grabbed my arm. There's still time. Levi is inside, so come in and take a break. He must also be telling me to talk about what was on my mind. Yeah, thanks, Levon. I entered the living room and saw Levi yawning with his legs up on the sofa. You look like you have some free time, Levi. Are you already done with the preparations? There's not much to prepare. Hey, Spacey, you're here! He's so excited to see us. I love Levi! That's why we haven't gone on his pad yet. I love you! You're awesome! You love us! You're just gonna smother us to death. Your path is probably gonna disturb me a little bit, I guarantee. Like, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Levon's kind of depressed me a little. I mean, sure, we got the happy ending, but the whole time I was like, are we getting the happy ending? This just seems really, sad. And I don't know if I like this. I don't know. Levi's attitude completely changed as he greeted me. It's rare for you to come by at this hour. My mother's out right now. Hey, if it's us you want to talk to, sorry, but we have to go patrol soon. I remembered the exchange with Levon earlier and laughed. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? No, it's just that you said the exact same thing Levon did. You two really are brothers. That's it. Well, of course we're brothers. But I didn't think you'd say something identical like that. For some reason, Levon was sighing at me. I didn't think I said anything bad. I just thought these two were really close. Sorry I laughed. I thought it was nice. We're not kids. You don't have to tell us that we're brothers, you know. Anyway, sit yourself down. Levi lowered his legs off the sofa, then pat the seat next to him. I sat down as Levon warned Levi. You need to get ready. Do it now so you won't have to rush later. I'm going to my room to put down some documents. Huh? But he's still here and all. How about we get Spacey to come patrol with us? Huh? This isn't a game. We all have a job to do. I know. But his work could go more smoothly if people knew him better by being with us. That's quite self-serving. Oh, but I see. I realized something. It could be good to change how I did things from time to time so I could gain new information. That could be nice. Would that be any trouble for you, Levon? No, I don't mind if you don't. Well, there's no need for you to do this only because Levi suggested it. It's nothing like that. I'd like to join you on patrol just for today. What? Really? Nice. Now I'm feeling more motivated about it. Because he loves us so hard. Oh, Levi, you precious thing. Levi, his attitude completely changed, ran out of the living room. He's the same as always, I see. He's usually more put together. He seems to let his guard down when he's at home. Though reprimanding, Levi's expression was brotherly when he spoke about Levi. Levon's expression. Did I read that right? Did I just say Levi's expression? I don't know what just happened. And I literally am like, I don't remember the name I read. Whatever. You know what. Anyway. You've been going out with him a lot recently. There was something I had to check. His remark made me wonder what he meant, but he stayed silent after that, so I changed the subject. Do you have a set schedule, like patrolling certain places on certain days? Mostly, but we do change things up depending on the situation. Oh? Like going home early if it's too cold? Of course not. If we hear rumors of problems in certain areas, we focus more on patrolling there. Haha, you're such a diligent worker. It's our job. Anyway, I need to go and put these documents down. I was now left alone in the living room. I should take it easy until it's time. Sitting in this room reminded me of when I used to live here. The life I had now was fun, but there was a different kind of fun at the manor. Meals were always lively. When I was with Levon and Levi, everything always ended up being a little game. When I returned, Francisca and the maids would welcome me back. I loved the warm atmosphere of this home. Were you just like really trying to burrow it into us how much she loved being here? And I'm still like, nah, Francisca was psycho. Sorry. Like, it's like, oh, she killed our mother. And she, you know, you drove away Ashen Hawk with your crazy. That's what it was. I'm not saying everything he did was right, because, like, no. But I love him, so I'll forgive him. I love Levi. I'll forgive him for stabbing people. Whatever. I mean, hello, we forgave Saint Germain for trying to stab us, didn't we? Just saying. Not all sane up in here. Compared to that, the tower was a little cold. But I never feel lonely because Ashen Hawk is always there. He's like a dad to me. Stop saying it! I looked around the living room. Everything appears to be the same, but some minute details were off. It's only natural since it's been a few years already. I continued looking around the room and saw something shining in the corner of my eye. I stood up to see where the light was coming from. There was a tiny glint coming from a desk. How pretty is that? Is that a ring? It's the one Levi's always wearing. Like, his ring is, like, got the beautiful flowers trailing on it. I mean, like, I don't put it past Ashen Hawk to make gorgeous rings like that. Like, it's beautiful, and I will always wear it for myself. Like, of course you would, Ashen Hawk. The large ring was set in a way that made it appear like butterflies were swarming the beautiful gem in the center. Ah! Butterflies. It gave off a different color each time I looked at it from a different angle. It was like light was attracting the butterflies. This ring is so pretty. I felt myself being drawn into the light and colors of the ring. I peered into it and felt like I was being sucked right in. Because your eyeball. That's odd. I suddenly heard a voice behind me and frantically turned around. I didn't touch the ring and had no intention of doing anything bad to it. Yet for some reason I felt so nervous. Levi, are you done getting ready? I am, but I'm looking for something. Levi's line of sight went over to the desk next to me. He walked over quickly and picked up the ring. There it is. I thought I lost it. You're always wearing that. Is it really important to you? Oh, I never told you about this. This is proof that I'm the son of the wolf. That's news to me. Or perhaps I heard it when I was younger and just forgot about it. Hey, how could you put it down and forget about it? You need to manage your things better. Lavon was apparently listening. He came back to reprimand Levi. Proof of the son of the wolf. Then does that mean Lavon has one too? Possibly noticing me staring, Lavon searched under his shirt and took out a ring with a chain through it. This is the one I have. The design is different from Levi's, but the stone in the middle is probably the same. Yeah, his is like, look at the bird around the ring, and then like Levi's is like, hey, with the butterflies. I like Levi's. I'd wear the shit out of that. That one's really pretty. This one's really awesome too, but it's definitely more masculine to me than Levi. Like Levi's is very feminine with like the butterflies trailing off of it. I mean, that shit's really pretty. The jewel gave off a vivid gleam and appeared to be wrapped by feathers. What kind of feathers were those? I didn't know the details of his ring either. Maybe it's hawk feathers, but I can't tell that to them. They both look pretty. The decoration's really detailed and it looks expensive. I don't know about that. We inherited them from our late father. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be talking about worth. I don't mind. He probably spent an unnecessary amount to make these. It was a rather pointed statement that I didn't expect to hear from Lavon. Lavon, Levi, and Francisca always appeared like one happy family, but they rarely spoke about the missing father. I never thought it was strange when I was young, but the atmosphere I'm feeling now is... I felt like I asked about something I shouldn't have. Lavon and Levi quietly put away their rings. Am I just like assuming that he's supposed to have like strawberry blonde hair instead of like pink? Because you know what I mean? Like Ashenhawk's hair is red and like Francisca's was blonde and he would have like strawberry blonde hair. And his hair is dark because technically like Ashenhawk's sister Arya had dark hair and Olgar had dark hair and like that's your aunt and uncle basic, like literally through marriage and blood. Like, you know what I mean? So like he got the family like dark hair. Like anyway. It's still weird though because Lugas actually looks like he got the light hair from Francisca. You know what I mean? Like wherever she got her genetics from that part of the family, and like he got Olgar's skin tone, but he's not even related to them, which is just weird. So anyway, while I was still searching to find a topic to talk about, Levi helped. I wasn't purposely avoiding the subject. We just don't have much to say about it. I actually like this ring. It gives me the feeling that I have more power when I wear it. Yeah. Pretty awesome, right? Levi spoke about it in a cheerful tone, but Lavon's expression was still gloomy. I received it from a father whose face I can't even remember. I have no particular attachment to it. And yet you wear it, and that's a load of bullshit. Really? His face is right on a decorative plate, you know? Decorative plate? Yeah, his face is painted on one. It was from when we were kids, so I don't know where it's stored. I'm sure you can find it if you look. Oh, really? I lived in this manor for a long time, but I didn't know something like that existed. Maybe they purposely kept me from seeing it. I'm sorry. It's nothing you need to apologize about. I should be sorry for making you worry about it. You're all so touchy about this. It's a waste to get all gloomy about a guy that isn't around anymore. Mother, us, and Spacey, the four of us are family now. Like, literally. Creepy, but whatever. Right. Anyway, it's time for the patrol. Let's go. Lavon cut the conversation short and left the room. I went to follow him, but Levi whispered into my ear. Oh, by the way, don't talk to Mother about the decorative plate with pops on it. Huh? She becomes a completely different person and says these things. Levi made an ominous remark before going after Lavon. I always believed that a familial bond existed unconditionally through blood. But seeing their attitudes today, it seemed there was something unresolved among them. I'm included in their family now. Yeah, I guess so. There was no point in worrying about it. I could be family even without being related by blood. But you are! And then marriage, too. You're related by blood and by marriage, and then you're literally going to marry into your blood relation. Okay, it's all sorts of fucked up going on. Those words gently warmed my heart. I know, someone's going to be like, well, I mean, back in the day, and like, I know! It's still a little weird. I know what happened. Doesn't make it not weird. Okay, so we've done everything. Yes, I don't know why I did that. Oh, a wedding sword. Oh, this one's new. Yes. It was careless of me. I'd completely forgotten. I returned to the tower because I forgot to bring some tools I needed for my work. I was glad the weather wasn't bad. If there had been a blizzard, it would have been the worst. I shall return to town as soon as I can. There was someone I usually didn't see at the tower. I often saw Elric at the church, but he hadn't been here since the day I made him stay over. It made me think that there was something important going on. Elric? Oh. What's the matter? You never come here. After asking that, I realized that Rabbit wasn't with him. Did something happen to Rabbit? No, it's not that. Our Rabbit's with Lawrence today. With Lawrence? Really? You got a problem with that? No, I assumed there was an emergency. You're unusually cooperative today. Did you get food poisoning or something? I didn't. I feel stupid for coming all the way here to see you now. I'm going back. I'm kidding. Sorry. So, what do you want? No, nothing. And now that has to be you. I can come back another day. He seemed reluctant to talk. It probably wasn't an emergency, but he definitely wanted something from me. But you came here for me today. Let's talk about it. Well, Elric pointed at my hip. I want you to teach me how to fight with a sword. I was surprised. Of all things, Elric wanted to learn sword fighting. Did you buy a dagger or something? No, Lawrence wouldn't allow it. There's no point in learning without a weapon. I can use a wooden stick in its place. I just want to learn how to fight. When Rabbit was caught by that guy, you fought him off with your sword, didn't you? I want to be able to do that. Well, even so. I could tell from his tone that he was serious, but I didn't want Elric to do anything that would put him in more danger. Maybe I should teach him how to avoid danger rather than how to fight. If Lawrence got word of this, he'd never agree to it. That was why he didn't allow Elric to have a dagger. Elric, as long as there's no need for it, you shouldn't carry a sword. I often walk through deserted areas, and I deal with hoodlums at work. That's why I need one. You think I don't need one? You live at the church, and Lawrence is your guardian. If you do anything dangerous, you'll make him worry. But I hated how I couldn't protect Rabbit. It was so frustrating. I swore I'd protect Rabbit the next time it happened, and that's why I need to become stronger. Oh, he wants to protect his sister. His Rabbit, which is a sister. Maveric's fists were tight, as if he regretted what happened. Seeing how upset he was made me understand. That's why he left Rabbit with Lawrence. He didn't want Rabbit to see him training to protect her. That's quite the chivalrous spirit. All right, if you insist, I'll teach you a little. Elric's expression brightened up instantly. He looked so much like a child that it made me want to tease him. In exchange... Exchange? You will refer to me with respect from now on. Fine. Yes. It's creepy when you act like this. Stop it! I'm being serious here. Sorry about that. I laughed while pulling out my short sword, still in its sheath. But since we're dealing with edged weapons, you have to do as I say. Sure. And I haven't learned anything new since I was a kid. If you're serious, you should study under a master. I can only give you pointers. I understand. Wow, Elric is being humble. Here, hold this. You first have to get used to the weight. It's heavier than I thought. I handed my sword to Elric and he drew it from its sheath. He then tried to swing it with a single arm. But his stance was unstable, and in the end, he had to use both hands to wield it. You can't call that heavy. You'll need to train your arms, for starters. Go and do some physical labor to gain strength. Got it! Now then, as for me, I broke off a long twig from a nearby tree and held it out in place of my sword. It's thin, so it may break easily, but it shouldn't be a problem. Huh? Is that all you need? We're not fighting for real, and you should worry about yourself. Your grip and stance are unstable. Plant both feet on the ground. You can hold the sword however you feel is comfortable for now. Just make sure you grip it tightly and don't send it flying away. Plant my feet. Grip tightly. He repeated what I said as he adjusted his footing over the snow. I'd rather this be over a hard surface, but I'd have to give that up for now. Well, like this? Put your arms closer to your sides. Make sure you keep your center of gravity on your back leg as you take a step forward. Center of gravity? Unless you do that, the weight of the sword will swing you and not the other way around. Use your whole body instead of just your arms. Ha! Extend your elbows at the end of the swing. All right, one more time. Ha! Ha! He actually looked the part, although I could see that he was already sweating at the brow. Let's try this out. I'll attack you with this twig, so try to deflect it with the sword. What? Already? How am I supposed to deflect it? Play it by ear. Block the opponent's sword with your sheath. Here goes. Here goes. Huh? Huh? I swung the twig upward to hit Elric's shoulder. I tried to do it as slowly as possible, but he couldn't react in time. One more time, okay? Okay. This time I make a wider movement as I aim for his head. Just turning the sword to the side would be able to block that strike. But Elric just panicked and couldn't even lift the sword up. In the end, he got hit on the head with the twig. Like this? Like this? You're too slow on taking a stance, but your form isn't bad. He was starting to feel dejected, so I quickly suggested a different training method. Let's do the opposite. Elric, try to hit me with the sword however you can. You can thrust, slash, or even throw it at me. Just try to hit me. Isn't that kind of dangerous? It's fine. Come on, don't be shy. I hope it's in its sheath. All right. Elric regained his motivation and started swinging at me the same way Ashen Hawk got out of bed. In other words, extremely slowly. He thrust and completely missed his mark. His foot was caught in the snow, and the sword didn't even graze me. You're a fast runner, so I know you can be athletic. Are you nervous? Shut up! I'm just not used to the sword. I did understand. I tried to remember how I was when I first wielded a sword, but nothing came to mind. It's so far in the past that I don't remember. If I was better at this, maybe I could teach you properly. Don't start hesitating now. I said you were fine, so just teach me. I see. So you want to learn from me? I wouldn't go that far. Elric was getting to be short of breath, even after that little exchange. His legs were starting to become unstable, and the tip of the sword he was holding was shaky. Seemed like this should be it for today. Let's take a break. I'm sure your hands are starting to get sore. I'm fine. I can tell you're faking it. Come on, sit down. Let me see your palms. We sat down on the stone steps for a little break. I had Elric take off his gloves so I could see his palms. His skin was scraped off here and there. I couldn't help but sigh with a bit of regret. We should have started with a lighter sword. Sorry I didn't think about that. You don't need to apologize. I asked for this. I know, but I was surprised at how terrible I was. Using a sword is harder than it looks. I need to gain some strength first. I should go and practice with sticks or something. You're really serious about wanting to protect Rabbit. I wouldn't say that as a joke. Rabbit is my family, literally. I repeated the word, family. Elric looked out to the piling snow and nodded. I don't remember where I was before I came to this town. My oldest memory is when I first met Rabbit. I was surrounded by a blizzard and the fog, and no matter where I went, there was nothing but trees. I thought I'd get lost in the forest, and I fell into the snow. My hands and legs had lost all feeling, and I couldn't stop shaking. And my vision was going white, and I thought I was done for. And my right hand started to get warmer. And my shaking stopped. I wondered why, and I saw Rabbit there. Alric stared at his right hand with a gentle expression. I looked up and Rabbit came to my side, and sticking close to me to warm me up. Rabbit must be very kind. I know. I knew for a fact she was trying to save me. While I was chatting with Rabbit, a man who passed by took me to town. That's Lawrence. So he saved your life? I guess so. Since then, I lived at the church. But from that moment, Rabbit became a precious family member to me. Oh. Alric was usually never this talkative, but his story about his past felt so real that I almost felt like I was freezing myself. If I was saved in the same situation, I'd want to protect her with my life too. The other thing I noticed was how much he cared for Rabbit. They were always together, but I didn't know they were that close. That's why you're so close, like brother and sister, 'cause they are! I love it. Well, I guess so. I watched him smile shyly. His smile was cute and fitting of his age. It made my heart feel warmer. I thought he was a cheeky brat, but now I felt more inclined to help him. You can ask me for help aside from the sword, too. I patted him on the head, and he smacked my hand away, blushing as if he just realized something. Huh? I don't need your help there. I can take care of myself. Although he was just being bashful, he was still the cheeky Elric I knew. Cheeky bastard! Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Okay, so we've done everything here. Let's see. Nope. Okay, Stranger continued, but we haven't... Did we? Let's do this one for a second. Hold on. I walked through the alleyway and stopped. I heard footsteps. They walked, stopped, and then hesitantly resumed walking before turning back again. What's going on? I got suspicious and cautiously went near the corner. I confirmed my escape route while seeing who was there. That's the wrong one. Lucas was the one wandering around the back alley. I felt relieved knowing it wasn't a thief or a hoodlum, but I still wondered about it at the same time. What was Lucas doing here? He didn't look like he was waiting for someone. I continued watching him. This way? No. He turned over the piece of paper he had, frowned, and continued to stare at it. He looked around, then back at the paper. Is he looking for something? Or is he trying to go somewhere? Maybe the piece of paper in his hands was a map. I can't believe Lucas is actually lost. He always kept a keen eye out on things, and yet there he was with a confused look on his face. I hesitated in talking to him, then decided to wait and see for now. Oh! It was no use. Lucas had completely frozen up. He seemed like he was in trouble. I'm starting to feel sorry for him. Fortunately, I'm dressed as a girl right now. All right. I took a step forward to call out to him. It was then I noticed that someone went ahead of me. An older woman walked toward Lucas. She seemed to have a friendly sort of expression. I guess he could just ask her. Lucas noticed the woman and opened his mouth just slightly. But he hid the piece of paper in his hand and quietly watched the woman walk by. Huh. I wonder why he didn't ask her. And now the alleyway was even more deserted. Lucas took out the piece of paper again and sighed. He missed a chance to call to her. He then froze up again. What is he doing? Oh, fine. Before I knew it, I jumped away from the corner and stomped all the way to him. What are you doing? Is that a map you're holding? You're... I looked into Lucas's hands while he appeared to be nervous. Ow, it is a map. Wow, there are so many notes on it. Don't look. Please let me see it. I can't tell with just a peek. I didn't give you permission, nor do I intend to. But you're looking for something, aren't you? No. I've been watching you for a while. You look lost. You were watching? Isn't there some place you want to go? I suppose. Is it a secret map you can't show anyone? No. Then show it to me. No, but this is... He seemed to want to say something, so I waited for his response. It was rare to see him flustered. Lucas continued to hold onto the map with a troubled look as he turned away. Oh, my writing is difficult to read. It's not something I can show others. Was that what he was worried about? I couldn't help but smile knowing it was for that cute reason. I don't mind. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, Lucas. After some more internal strife, Lucas finally handed over the map. Let's see. Wow, his handwriting is terrible. I said earlier that I wouldn't mind, so I would never tell him that, but it was pretty bad. There were circles and lines drawn all over the map and notes sprawled all over saying things like this house or not this house. I got you. I got the little chibies. Where's your destination? The destination's right here, I think. You think? I mumbled that to myself while looking into the map again. She's giving me like... Sorry. There were so many notes that it was hard to tell, but the spot Lucas pointed at on the map was right in front of us. And this house is right there. No, that's odd. No, it's not this way. His fingers started wandering over the map. Not this way. Yeah, it's this street. That's why this direction should be right. You have the orientation reversed on the map. With a calm and composed expression, he flipped the map around. I think I understand what's going on now. You have no sense of direction. Lucas looked at me with wide eyes and then turned away. That's adorable. I'm sorry, that just slipped out. I do remember paths of places I frequent, so I'm never so inconvenienced. I rarely come around here. It was true that this area had more wolf faction homes. It wasn't a place that Lucas would visit very often. He didn't deny that he had no sense of direction. I was surprised to see that his ears were red, though. You're right, you wouldn't come around here unless you had to. If you want to go to the street on the map, I know the place. I'll take you there. My apologies. I hate we have to double click sometimes, to keep it going. I guided Lucas to his destination. I was surprised that he didn't say anything when I pointed out that he had no sense of direction, and that he followed me quietly. Lucas is different when I'm dressed in this outfit. That must be the reason why I was able to talk to him in such a friendly way. Don't you find it a bother stepping outside if you have trouble finding your way? Not exactly. I do not go alone to places in which I'm unfamiliar. I see. So today was a special case. I suppose so. T and Haku had some things to do. He must be feeling a little awkward as the volume of his voice was decreasing. But this was a good experience. It might fix itself the more you keep doing this. For example, you could try walking around town while minding your location on the map. Speaking of the map, we're walking along here. I pointed out the street we were walking on. Lucas took a look and nodded. This tiny street? That's right, and it intersects a bigger street ahead. There are many ironmonger shops here. Didn't you know? I think I do. Trying to imagine the map while walking around like this can commit the locations to memory. I think it's a good practice. I see. We can get to that street by turning left ahead. Well, you have to turn right. If it would have been this easily fixed, Lucas wouldn't have had this much trouble. Does he not know his right from his left, maybe? Lucas, which one is your right? No, that's your left, sweet. Okay. After considering how he usually was, having a weakness like this makes him feel more human. It's kind of fucking adorable. It's not that big of a town, so you can just ask around. Right. I do want to fix this problem of mine. Yes, that way you'll be able to go wherever you want. Wherever I want. Is there some place you want to go? It's not exactly a specific place, but I do want to travel far away. Even the heir to the Hawks would think about things like that. What about you? Have you ever thought about going on a journey? I was at a loss for words to his question. It wasn't the first time I've been asked this. I have. After everything was done, he must have been satisfied with my answer because he smiled. I thought you would insult me for that. You're different from the others. He's right about me being different. I'd never met anyone in town that said they wanted to leave, even when they were dissatisfied with their life. But if people found out I said this, there would be some who would not think favorably of it. Please keep this between you and me. Well, of course. It felt strange to share secrets with him. About how he couldn't read maps and about how he wanted to travel. The soft expression that Lucas showed from time to time was also a secret for my eyes only. And while I was thinking that, I fell a few paces behind Lucas. He called back to me. What's the matter? You're not going? Isn't it just past this street? You're right. It seems like you're arrived where you want to be. Did I get better? I don't know about that. His words, filled with pride, made me giggle. After that, I guided Lucas, stopping him along the way every time he went down the wrong path, all the way to the destination. Aw, that's so cute. The destination, what, to the hooker's house? I want to see something. Um, okay. It said stranger continued, and I was like, obviously we had to have read stranger, but I was like, did we? I wasn't paying attention to the. Okay, am I like stupid and that's why it says like ×1 like that, like right here it's telling me how many, and I'm going through checking and it's right there in front of I'm not very bright. Like, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Like, whatever. I checked how crowded the tavern was and moved to an empty seat. I was starting to understand which times were busy here. It's like I know this, like we did all this, like we figured out the map as we went, and then and then I just totally forgot how to work the maps. Getting information would be easiest at the tavern, I thought to myself. Huh. A warm soup was brought to me that I didn't remember ordering. Before I could ask, the employee explained. A courtesy of that gentleman over there. Oh, he's dressed differently. She pointed to a man whom I recognized as Ash. I was wondering who it could be. Why is he dressed differently? Ash stood up from his seat and sat next to me like the previous time. Okay. Hi. Hi. That's shit. We meet again. Yes, hello. I'm overjoyed to see you so soon. And did you come to see me as promised? Not exactly. I thought so. You didn't appear to be looking for anyone in particular. Even if it's a coincidence, I'm happy to see you. Anyway, this is my treat. He tapped the cup in his usual way. As soon as I understood why he did it, I felt a little guilty. Then let me treat you to some ale, Mr. Ash. Don't mind me, I don't drink. And you can just call me Ash, or any other name you like for that matter. Any name? That makes it harder for me to decide. Well, Ash, I'm in your debt. It would be odd to force him to receive something in return, so I graciously accepted the soup for now. I wore lighter clothes when dressed as a woman, so the warmth of the soup was quite a blessing now. By the way, I was worried about whether you found your way to the church. Did you find the picture book you were looking for? No, unfortunately. I see. I'm sorry I was of no help. Don't say that. You have no reason to apologize. I'm sure I'll come across it someday. I'll simply wait for it patiently. Wait, it's something you can wait for? Yes, if luck comes my way. That's why you don't need to worry about it. I giggled at his poetic expression and simply stopped worrying about it as he said, You say you're a traveler. Will you stay in this town for long? Yes, or rather, I'm stuck here because of the snow. That's still better than leaving town only to get caught in a blizzard. Yes, I don't want to freeze to death, you know. He said it jokingly, but it could actually happen. In some blizzards, you couldn't tell which direction the wind was coming from. But this town is nice. Although the wind's as cold as ice, everyone here is warm. It's so peaceful here that it makes me smile just observing it all. Although again, the weather is cold. True. It felt nice to have an outsider compliment the town. There were many problems on the inside, and we weren't completely at peace. But on a normal day, this town really was nice. This is not a game you should play in the winter, by the way, because it's like they keep talking about cold and blizzard. And it's like I'm freezing right now. Like my hands are numb. Okay, it's fucking cold. I'm like, my windows are not good. Like they're not. Like you walk over and you're like, well, I can just feel the cold air coming in from the fucking sliding glass door. I know it's not open. Okay, I'm not stupid. It's just they're fucking old. But good lord. It's also like literally like yesterday and today. It's like it didn't even crack 40 today. It was just like cold. I live in the South, motherfucker. This is cold. Like it was in the teens yesterday. I was like, I don't wait, what? Because Friday was like tomorrow's gonna be like 60. Okay. It's like in the 30s right now, and tomorrow's gonna be like 60. It's not but it's also gonna be rainy, so it's better to be warm and rainy than like cold and rainy because it'll be icy, and we don't do that shit in the South. Whole state shut down for the next 6 months. Anyway, that's why I moved here. I love it. I'm glad you didn't say how much you hated all the snow. That's why I moved to the South, because I hate all the snow. I would never say that, especially because I got to meet you here. Whenever I was at a loss for words like this, he always responded with a smile. He's not so aggressive that it feels like he's hitting on me. Maybe this is just how he is. I still wasn't used to being treated like a woman, so I got confused every time he said things like this. I'm gonna be honest. I've been a woman for a long time, like since the day I was born, so like a long fucking time, and I'm still like, if I was sitting there and he was saying shit to me like this, I'd be like, what? Why? Are you okay? Like, I would still not get it, so I can't blame her for that. But it was probably for the best not to worry about it. You're the first person I've met from out of town. I've never seen any other travelers. That's not true. You met the old man, right? Hello? Are we forgetting that the old man exists? I mean, I'm pretty sure he's Hugh, but yes, that's how this town is. What do you mean? I've asked around. You and the other townspeople. Do you have some time right now? Yes, if it's not going to take too long. Some of his remarks felt odd to me. Did I think of Ash as odd just because he came from out of town? He simply seemed unique, as if the air about him was completely different from the others. He is odd, but that's why we love him. Thank you. The next thing I'd like to ask you is about the legends. Legends? Do you know about the legends of this town? For example, the legend of the witch? I frowned on hearing that. I didn't think we would be talking about the legend of witches. Well, My hand reached for my right cheek subconsciously. It's okay, my right eye isn't reacting. Rather, the right half of my body felt oddly cold. I was afraid to know what he might say next. Hey, don't talk about the witch. It'll ruin the mood. We're all drinking in peace here. The first one to speak up was the man behind me. And why is that? Huh? By the looks of you, you're an outsider. And then remember this. The witch is the symbol of misfortune in this town. It's all from the witch's curse. Unless you want that, don't get yourself involved. Whether it's the snowstorms or that ongoing incident, if it weren't for the witch's curse, it would never have gotten so serious. The witch calls upon disaster. It's always been that way. What you doing, Booger? I'm sorry I disturbed you, but I needed to, adjust my sleeves. You just pooped on my couch. Why are you dickhole like that? Why are you dick like that? Why? That's not nice. Hold on. I gotta clean up my couch. Isn't that nice? You're supposed to poop on the poopy pads. You gotta poop on the puppy pads. That's what they're for. They're birdie poopy pads, not puppy pads. It's really annoying to have puppy pads all over my fucking floor for the bird. But it saves me having to clean my carpet constantly. Anyway. After saying that, the man took a gulp and left the tavern. It's all from the witch's curse, he said. I suddenly felt heavy-hearted. I'd heard that time and time again. It was normal for someone who lived in this town. I already knew this. It still hurt my heart. He may say that, but whatever the legend may be, I pity the witch. Huh? Pity? She must have lived a lonely and sad life. His voice was so gentle, as if he knew the witch had nothing to do with curses. Well, the original witch did not live a lonely, sad life. She was a happy person. This witch, us, it's kind of sad, yeah. A little lonely, because we can't be who we really are. But we're talking about the witch, and yet Ash's expression was completely devoid of fear or anger. He had his usual smile. Aren't you afraid of the witch? I wouldn't know until I met her. What about the curse? Aren't curses something you want to avoid? I wouldn't know until I see for myself. So you're saying you can't decide until you see it with your own eyes? After I see it for myself, I'll be able to jot it down as a passage in a book. He made a writing gesture with his finger as he spoke. The stories his hand would write wouldn't be about curses or disasters. It made me think he would write a kind-hearted, beautiful story. Are you able to think that because you're not from this town? I don't know about that. I see. He was a mysterious man, but his strange words seemed to bring warmth back to my pale right hand. If the witch heard what you said, she would probably feel more at ease. Do you think so? Yes, I do. I knew that it was a strange thing to say, but it was something that needed to be said. I think it's time I excused myself. Thank you very much for the soup. He watched me stand up and spoke in a disappointed tone. You're going already. I have some business to take care of. I see. I suppose it won't work a second time. About not letting go of my hand? Seems like it's no use. I find our conversations to be deeply interesting. I didn't say much. Everyone says that. All of the antidotists around town, that is. Antidotists? That's weird. Say, will you come see me again? I'll be waiting for you right here. He makes it sound like he lives at the tavern. The old man said the same thing. I mean, obviously, hello, come on. I'm just waiting for that point to click, you know? I internally laughed at the thought of it, but looking at his eyes made me think otherwise. If the opportunity allows, that's great. Then I'll be waiting for you. He appeared to have taken what I said in a positive way. Either way, I'll be back here. I thought about that while bidding farewell to him. Even as I reached the exit of the tavern, he was still watching me with a big smile. He's so strange. But he's not a bad person. I was beginning to think that chatting with Ash was quite fun. But there was also something that bothered me. How long do travelers stay in one town? Once he found what he was looking for, wouldn't he move on? But as I continued to walk, the thought soon left my mind. Sure, why not? Okay, we have nothing else, right? Okay. Map 5. Okay, so there's nothing in map 5. Because all of these are things that we should have read already. Yeah. Right, because it says nothing. Okay. So there's nothing new in map 5. Interesting. Map 6. See, okay, so there should be one new thing here. Okay. Okay. Oh, that one's still locked. Because we don't have the thingamajiggy. So let's do these so we can maybe get the thingamajiggy. And then we'll come back and do the long ones. If you could have one wish. If I could have any wish granted, can I wish for more wishes? That's not fair. You're the one that said I could wish for anything. If I can't do that, I'll defer this right to someone else. I'm sure that would make the story much more interesting. I think we have like 20 now? 20 little thingies? Ugh, there's so many things I can't decide. I want a new pot, get the wall fixed to stop the draft, and a year's supply of jerky? Oh, but right now, I want to find the Kaleido as soon as possible so that the wolves and the hawks can get along better. Okay, so, and right, we already said that you don't, yeah. So I know that there's other stories, but I want to try to get all the little pointy things so we can unlock the other thing, so we can unlock all the stories so we don't have to... Well, actually, wait, why is that one locked? The thing is just a masquerade thing. I don't know, anyway. Puh, 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 puh. Yes, it would be wonderful to hold hands with someone you love while going on a walk. Oh, poor little rabbit. I love how we unlock weird like these weird side things with rabbit, us, And Hugh. Like, well, what should we do? Let's write a new story while we're at it. Spring arriving to this town is but one of the endings to the story. Oh! Spoiler alert, Hugh! Slash Ash, slash... Who knows? Slash old man, slash Haku. He's got a lot of people. Spring, huh? Well, I'd like to grow lots of different colors of flowers in a big garden. Not the fake kinds, though. I'd make a big bouquet and give it to Francisca as a gift. I'm sure food would taste much better than what we have now. Just imagining the coming of spring could be fun, even if it never does. Okay. I don't think there were any in chapter 8, right? So let's go back up. What one were we in? Were we in map 4 or were we in map 5? I don't remember. We must have been in map 5 because we have nothing new here. Okay. We were in map 5. Oh, right. No, we already checked map 5 and map 5 had nothing new. We were in map 6. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the tavern and go to the antique shop. I feel like we don't have enough points still, but we only have 24, so what the fuck are we missing? Huh. We're missing something. Where are we missing it? Maybe it popped back up in the very beginning. Okay, hold on. Map 1. No. So there's nothing new here. What did we miss? We missed something. Huh. None of those are new here. Like, what the fuck am I missing? Was there something in, like, or maybe there is something in, like, number 8. I don't know. None of those have a thing on it. And it doesn't matter what costume you change to. Okay. 4. I mean, unless something... Doesn't matter what costume we're in. And you don't get points. Huh. Sorry, I had to itch and I couldn't, like, I didn't have both hands on my thing. Oh, whoops. I meant to do... Yeah, and this had nothing. Huh. What the fuck am I missing? Oh, here we go. Oh my god. Somebody was screaming at me, wasn't it? Like, it's right there! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, sorry. So someone's literally like... I do that all the time by watching It's Right There. What do you... It's right there. Oh my god, it's right there. And I know somebody was like, it's right there! Ah! Like, freaking out. I'm not smart. Anyway. Papa! I'm happy to see everyone was getting along much better than before. There we go. Collector of memories. You've earned a trophy. Okay. Now we can go in to the antique shop. Get all shit. And then... Looking for something? Yes. I'm going to buy our last thing. Thank you. Loyal customer. I've earned a trophy. Yep. Because we bought everything. The note screen of the flowchart can be viewed in the gallery. Note screen of the flowchart. So there's a note screen. Oh, wait. There's a notes screen. Hold on. I don't understand what that... Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh. Well, what are these? We only bought 2 of them? Oh, wait. Did we buy... Anyway. I wonder if we just can't read them until we... Anyway. So we were map 6. We already said... Because I'm so lost now. Okay. Anyway, so we'll be able to... Everything's saved. So we're saved. We'll be able to... I want to see something else, though. I know. Looking for something? Yeah, okay. So these are unlocking all the short episodes for those. 4. We unlock, there should be 4 of them in there. But we only unlocked 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, they're okay. There are 5. Okay, I was like, there's 5 stories. So yes, but 3 of them we can't view yet, probably because we have to watch other side stories, right? So we bought all 5 of these, but we just can't watch those yet. A Certain Man, Hard Story. So these other 3, yeah. Which we may be able to do when we get to the interlude. So we'll have to watch all of the other things in the maps first. So, I mean, I know this is like long, us just doing this. Like, it's been 2 parts and we're not even through. We've still got to go through, like, you know, we'll save it so that it, yeah. We've got to go through map 6, 7. So we've got 2 more maps to go through, and then we can read those side stories. So it's probably going to be at least another part before we go through and start doing the other endings. So, I mean, I'm assuming you guys are okay with that and aren't going to be like, no, because I mean, we're still playing the game and we're learning all these little side things. And even though it's like, we're not really progressing the game, this is kind of what we did in the first part. We'd like progress a chapter and be like, okay, so now we're back into the thing. And this is what we're doing for 3 parts. So like, this is the normal flow of the game. But yeah, so we'll just go through, we'll finish map 6, 7 in the next part, probably, hopefully. And then we can do those other side story things. I'm assuming that the one that's locked here, we will probably unlock by watching some of these. You know what I mean? Hopefully. And then we'll just figure that out. We probably have to watch some other ones and stuff first, so. No, I don't know. So, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.